tournament screen right here. Like I said, this is for the 1v1 winner takes all 1 million gold tournament in Maramma. We have our top for our final 8 here, as well as our rules, terms, and prizes. Anything that you guys would like to go over?
I mean, we could go over the rules. I think honestly, why don't we introduce ourselves? Because I want to know who. Because I haven't got to meet Redbeard yet. Is he here or here?
He's here. This is the Brady
what's
Bunch.
Here?
We're doing the Brady Bunch.
You.
Down. Go down. Just go down.
Yeah, okay, he's down here. Okay. I haven't met Redbeard yet. So is it beard or bird?
Bird.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Yeah, like the animal.
So you are.
I'm Redbird.
A badass New World streamer.
That's where it ends.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm I enjoy New World. I doing a lot of dad stuff today, but happy to be here to host the tournament.
Awesome. Okay, and I'm Fiorme. She already gave me the introduction, but it's nice to meet both of you today. So I'm a host, I'm a caster. This is what I do for a living. New World is newer to me, so I'm relying on you two to do everything today, to tell me all about this game. I'm going to have questions. If chat has questions, I hope they ask them as well, because I want to know all about this game, because I might be picking it up after this.
You will, 100%, I guarantee it. We're going to make it happen.
So we have a bunch of rules. So I wanted to kind of go over those real quick. It's going to be best of 3 for the semifinal, quarterfinal rounds, the best of 5 for the finals. It is winner take all, and that is 1 million gold. Look, I may not know New World that well, but that's a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold. Double gold cap right there.
Yeah.
Double the gold cap. Okay. Match time might have to be adjusted, but I believe it is 3 minutes per match. Pots, food, and buffs are allowed. There are 75 seconds between each round. You get warnings if you delay the round. On the third one, you will forfeit, and that's that. No life staffs. It is single elimination. If there's any external people who interfere, they will be disqualified if they do. You can swap your build or stats. I believe this is, I'm assuming since it's capital, it's ME rings will be reset before a new full match.
Mortal empowerment for those that are new to this.
Okay. If a finals match is 2-2, we will double the time limit. And I think the most important rule is that pylons cannot be placed before the round starts. You have to do it as the round starts.
They become invulnerable if we do it the opposite way. So that's why we have to do it that way.
Well, that's it. That's all the rules.
Easy enough, eh?
Right.
Do you want to go over the prizes? You might as well. I mean, it's a beautiful number.
Yeah, it's that 1 million gold. Like, it's winner take all. So it's pretty much you play your best here, because in the end, only one person is walking away with anything today. You either spent the last 2-3 hours doing this and get nothing, or you walk away with 1 million gold.
So there's no second place prizes.
No.
I love that.
I mean, maybe you can help the first place take his money to the bank, but that's probably it. Yeah.
That's your consolation prize, walking with all their money.
Yeah. By the way, I am on this server, so if anybody does need help taking their money to the bank, you just hit me up. I got you.
I mean, I'll transfer a character there if someone needs help holding money, for sure.
So our first match is going to be base drop versus Mirological.
Which we have it pulled right up here.
Do we have any insights on these players at all?
Besides their badasses, because they've made it thus far, I do not. I know they are USEAST characters, so unfortunately, me being a US West girl, nope.
Okay. So I've got some information on their builds and stuff here. We've got base drop. He was on Castle of Steel and actually transferred over to here. He has gone 6-1 in prelims so far.
Wow.
Kind of excels with the bow, the rapier or spear, medium, long range ability burst. And then, of course, we've got Mirological, Maramma player, 6-1 as well, using Void Blade in Ice Gauntlet.
VGA?
Not a traditional
IG.
dueling build.
No.
Oh, so Mirological actually just swapped. So he's going to be
Oh.
doing spear and a hatchet.
Interesting. I hear a lot of
Do you think
divide
that-
deaths happening, but interesting. Guess
You
we'll
think
see.
that's just because of what he's going against? Do you think the Voidblade Ice Gauntlet just not going to work?
No, it's just usually traditionally mages use fire staffs for duels. So, I'll be interested to see what VGIG build he uses for sure.
Oh, but he just switched, right? He just switched over? Or
He
is that
just
what he's
switched,
using?
yeah.
He just switched to
He just
VGIG,
switched-
or he's just switched to Rapier Spear?
That one. He switched to
Rapier's-
the
or not
I think he's
rapier.
using a hatchet.
Hatchet
Yeah.
Spear. Yes, Hatchet Spear. So I'm wondering if he's just trying to throw the competition off, not let them know how his game style is. So.
I think he's trying to throw us off, is what I think.
I agree. I agree. Awesome. All right, you guys. So, shall we get into this?
I think we've got a couple cleaning tasks to do right now.
I like it.
I think we're getting close there. So I mean, what do you think? I mean, in that PvP, is there someone who's got an edge here? Do you think it's going to be base drop, or do you think Mirological?
It's tough for any Ice Gauntlet user to beat hatchets. They have the cleanse with Berserk, allows them to break CC. So usually, your shower is your last line of defense for melee, and that's easily cleared with the Berserk. So I would point towards the spear hatchet build, but we'll see.
Okay.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I can tell you right now, hatchets are one of the least favorite builds I like going up against. So there's that.
I actually don't see any other hatchet players. It looks like I see a Great Axe player in here, but no hatchet players here. So Mirological, this will be really interesting.
So your money's on Mirological, huh?
I'll be honest with you. If I had a chunk of this million gold to bet right now, I don't know if I'd bet at all.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna be curious because it's one of those things, right? Like if he made it 6-1 off of the VBIG build, right? Why change it at the last second? Is there something he knows about base drop setup and playstyle that's the reason he's making this change, or is he just going, this is what's more meta or more popular?
I think it's. I honestly think he's trying to throw his competition for a loop, and they have prepared to go up against an IGVG, and it's not gonna happen. We'll see.
Wait, so just to be clear, base drop's holding a bow right now.
Yeah, it says he's bow or rapier spear.
Okay, so the other guy switched. The mage switched over.
Yeah, we're not seeing the.
Okay, so no
Oh.
mage. All right.
Okay, okay.
All right, well, geez, man.
It changes the whole situation.
Yeah, I mean, still, I think bow rapier is still really strong. So, we'll see how we'll see. Obviously, spear hatchet, all melee. So, if he can catch the bow user, then obviously he has some advantage. But usually they're at least pre rapier nerf, they were uncatchable. So we will see how this goes. It's going to be interesting.
I think we're ready to get started, though.
I do indeed.
I think we got our first match ready.
I'm scooting over to the location right now because I see. Perfect. Let's find a good spot for me to hang out. Let's get up here. Oh, where's a good spot? I'm gonna go stand in this corner. Up top?
He's right there, since she's right there.
Where is he?
Turn around,
Oh,
right
I
there.
see him. Perfect. Let's do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and switch you guys over to the main screen so you guys can actually see what we are looking at here, and we will go from there. All right, you guys. Do not judge my level 2 character.
The beautiful shield you have.
I can give it to you later. Starting up in 10
Alright.
seconds, you guys.
Oh, okay. So he did do the switch. Goes back to VGIG. So I was gonna say, like, I don't see a point in switching.
Okay. So now it's bow rapier versus VGIG.
You guys want the
Okay.
UI
We have bow
off?
greatsword.
We don't need it off.
Very
extremely
interesting.
powerful and
Oh, I see a great sword. Oh.
Really, no damage going down to either of them so far.
You gotta love the great sword though, with it being able to scale off of both strength and dex. I think a lot of those range users are utilizing it for that close contact, and then they can get super far away and continue trying to kill you from super far away. So I think it's the best of both worlds coming out with that one. Uh-oh.
Hey,
Really interesting.
Uh-oh.
Was that the attempt at the combo coming out of the? Is that the rapier or no? He, does not
he
have the
switched
rapier.
over to great
Yeah.
sword on his back bar, which is another pretty good weapon against mages, and it just does an insane amount of damage right now. It's a nerf candidate in the next patch.
One minute,
Well, we've already,
guys.
yeah, 1/3 of the way through.
Oh.
Applying a lot of pressure with the void blade here. That if you don't take care of the turret, it's just free damage. So the bow user's kind of having to focus back and forth from
Oh,
the
no.
guy trying to. There it is.
There it is. I
Yeah.
mean, that's such a cool combination because he's able to run at him, get that close range combat, but then essentially he just has another bow in the background, just pegging away slowly.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he's actually body blocking the turret against the bow user. You know, he's in his face with the void blade, and it makes it hard for base drop to target the pylon. So he's getting a lot of free damage there.
So round one goes over to Mirological. So tried to kind of, again, the mind games came out, and at the last second they get onto those builds that we know they want to play, because that's what we had all the information for. And Mirological comes out on top. So Mirological's ready. They have 75 seconds to get into this next one.
He's base drop is definitely you know, he's got the greatsword. I can't imagine the void blade going toe to toe with it. So
Let me mute my chat as well so you guys don't have to see all this. There we go. Cleaner.
did you say he's switching builds? I think one of them is switching now. Okay.
So Rapier's got more of a burst. So I'm assuming what's happening is now when Mirological tries to jump in with that Void Blade, he's going to have to deal with the Rapier now and getting bursted on.
Well, you know, the greatsword has a lot of pressure damage-wise, but the rapier makes it to where the void blade is kiteable. One of the bad things about the void blade build is you just have no mobility to keep up with other, you know, ranged opponents. So this will be an interesting duel for sure.
Well, both players are going in, and they're going ham right now, but it is base drop, actually. He's lost a lot of health, and it looks like, from what I can see, Mirological's not lost anything yet.
Oh.
Base drop is getting very low. Almost over. Down he goes again.
Tons of pressure, man.
Yeah.
He's locking him down with Scream and just doing a ton of damage with Void Blade. So,
I mean, that should be it, though, right? That was 2 out of 3. Oh, so it's all going to be best out of 5 now. We get the last minute change here. Okay. All right. Well, hey, you know what? I think that's exciting. We get more matches with the best out of 5. I actually think this. So, again, you know, I'm brought on here to just kind of host and hang out, bring some energy, right? And I've never even really played this game. So it's really exciting to watch, and I'm learning so much.
Winding up.
yeah, I would say this is a pretty untraditional build. Like I said, mages usually use Fire Staff, so it's interesting to see a Void Blade in a duel like this.
Ooh, he's already started to put the hurt down on a base drop. A little bit of bow damage coming up, but it just doesn't seem to be enough damage. Mirological gets the pylon up, starts pegging away, and just rushes with the Void Blade every time.
Doing a good job at staying on base drop, so he
Ooh.
can't clear the turret. Or
I mean,
pylon,
it's
rather.
so
Sorry.
true. You've got two different areas that you've got to focus on. You have to focus on the madman running at you, or the turret just slowly chipping at you.
Yum.
I love this build out of Mirological. I mean, granted, these are the first two builds I've ever seen, but right now, Mirological's build is my favorite one in this tournament.
I know a lot of people are partial to it, but I would have personally. I am a great sword lover over Rapier, but he's obviously proving me wrong. So.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what else we have, because we have a lot of. I mean, we still have a lot of more players to go. I see a lot of shield swords. I see someone who literally, it just says the notes I got were this player uses every build in the game.
Oh, a wild
so
card.
That'll be interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. Base drop is keeping up with his health with potting and everything like that, but doing a better job at.
He was.
Geez,
He
Louise.
in literally the 5 seconds you took to speak that line, base drop got
the
absolutely
curse, the
hammered.
announcer curse on base drop. Just the insane amounts of pressure there by Mercurial and the Void Blade, especially the pylon just getting free damage. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do we want to go over these two and their builds?
Yeah. So, let's see here.
Can you get them? Can you get them to wait for me? Do we want to jump up top? They're not about to start, are they? Fellers? All right, delay it so we can go over there. Yeah, I'm gonna scoot us back up here and look at their builds. So, did you want to go over them one more time instead of I'm all over the place. I don't know which one is the wild card and which one is coming in.
So the wild card's gonna be Pyro.
All right.
Pyro's gonna be tough. We're gonna have to kind of check right before he puts that R in the chat to know what he's using. Gazpacho, that's the player that's going to be looking at Ice Gauntlet and Fire Staff. So, I mean, again, it's going to be interesting to see because he's going to have that pylon. He's going to be able, but I mean, at this time, he's got Flamethrower, which he's got to keep his distance. He's got to be pretty close. I think we're going to see the same thing out of Gazpacho as we just saw of Mirological.
Yeah, Gazpacho a little bit different, like you said with the Fire Staff. Flamethrower provides a ton of pressure.
Yes.
If you're in melee range, it does seem from here, at least at this moment, it seems like Pyro's got a bow.
Let's go take a peek, shall we? Let me scoot in and get like an insider view of what we got going on over here. All right.
Okay, Fire Ice.
We have a
spear, hatchet.
Indeed. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fireworks.
The spear not as popular in the meta anymore, but still applies a ton of pressure in melee range. So maybe the plan there is to burst down the flamethrower user.
Thing is, though, he's got those two melee-ish kind of weapons. He doesn't have a bunch of range. If he's away from that pylon, he's going to be consistently chunked.
He's running Ice Spike and Wind Chill for some reason. Very interesting choices. It doesn't seem like he has Storm, which is usually what you can use to zone melee users away from you.
Wow.
Spear just applying a ton of pressure there.
Wow. Yeah. That spear did its job.
Yes, it did.
Consistently jabbing it straight into Gazpacho. There was nothing he could do.
Yeah, he didn't get to swap to the Fire Staff at all during that duel. It was just basically, Ice Gauntlet, which, he didn't choose Storm or Shower. So, man, it's going to be tough for him to get Pyro off of him, that's for sure, in this duel.
So what does Gazpacho have to do this round? Like, we've got to see him make those changes?
Yeah, he's just mentioning, like, is it the spear if he has the, what is it? Which weapon perk is it? Weaken, is it skewer? Weakening skewer,
Well, let's take a little peek-see here, shall we?
I
It'll show
believe.
me. It is. It is.
Yeah,
It is.
it's
Yes.
it's an armor perk. Yeah, you can
Spear,
put on
spear,
your armor
spear,
or
spear right here.
weapon to weaken. It reduces the damage of your target, and then is the spear with the bleed, uh, with
What?
rending. It's just insane. So it's gonna be tough for Gas to stay alive in melee range.
I think it is crazy how quickly Pyro can get in, get Gaz's pylon just gone, and then immediately Pyro just puts the pressure on and just chases Gaz everywhere. Look at this. Not even giving him a
Oh.
second, going
Hit
straight
the
at the
javelin.
camera.
Oh.
Bolt kick
Wow.
javelin, yeah.
Oh. You gotta be able
Wow.
to get them away from you. Ice wall, push them back. Get you some space between each other, or it's gonna end like that.
Crazy. I mean, we could see another quick 3-0 real fast here, but it's kind of the exact opposite this time, where we saw melee weapons lose to magic and spells, and now we're seeing the exact same thing happen, but in reverse.
Yes.
So just out of was Gas running this build throughout the entire tournament with wind chill? That's kind of is he just teching for Pyro? That's interesting. Ah, it's a tough tech choice.
So
Yeah.
he was not in the prelims, you guys. He's just doing this in this tournament currently.
Listen, I'm a mage. I'm a mage main in PvP, and I would say wind chill is probably the worst ability in the game. So, yeah.
Look at
so
that.
It's interesting.
Gaz puts his pylon down, and immediately it's just
He swapped
gone.
We have Ice
he
Shower.
swapped to Blunderbuss.
Oh.
So this is a more traditional build, IGBB. It's you're basically locking your target down and then just trying to combo them.
Oh, it's not going to help when Pyro.
Not
Just,
working.
look at
Yeah.
this.
Pressure.
Just getting directly on top of him. I mean, puts some
There you
stuff down,
go. There you go.
pushes him back. There's the pylon. Get him off the back of the
Yeah.
pylon. But Gaz,
Crazy.
nothing he could do. Just nothing.
Ice Shower, not as potent as it used to be, especially against the hatchet spear build. You Volt Kick and then all Berserk to get out of it. So that's a tough one. Tough matchup.
I feel like Ice Shower is really, really good against healers such as myself, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Trap us, kill
It's
us,
good
that's
for
all that matters.
against someone who can't escape it.
Exactly,
Yeah, for sure.
exactly, yes. All
That'll be interesting to see what happens. So next up, looks like it's Davex and Temperex.
Let's get this brought up. See what's going on with these two.
Yeah, so Temper was 4-0 so far with a Great Axe and a Warhammer. And then we have
Bruiser.
let's see
Yeah, we
here.
do have
I
a
gotta find the
bruiser.
other guy.
Oh, still a bruiser, but wow, okay.
I actually don't. Davex must have a name change here. I don't think I have Davex's information. All right, so he's a bow rapier.
We can go zoom in.
I don't
Is
know.
it-
I'm not gonna lie. I don't have any faith in ranged right now. I have no faith in ranged whatsoever. Like, I didn't want to bet before, but now if I'm gonna bet, I'm betting on the player that can just get in your face and pound it in.
Yeah, it's tough. Traditionally, duels usually, if you're good at kiting, you can usually, take advantage of the range. But this a little bit smaller of an arena, and rapier isn't what it used to be. So we'll see. Bruiser, this is typically, I would say, a little bit of an advantage to the bow rapier player, but if he switched to greatsword, it could be different. We'll see.
We'll see. Absolutely. That bruiser has lots of stuns.
Great axe,
so
great
we'll
sword.
see if we
Okay.
can get
This
those
is a
stuns on him.
A little bit better against range. The great sword, great axe build. So
Would you say that is a great bit better?
Oh my gosh.
well,
Where did we find this guy?
yeah.
All right, you guys ready to get back to it?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right, let's go take a peek. Let's see what. I'm sure they've dressed up beautiful for this, so let's give them props for it. They knew they were gonna be on TV. Ooh, I really
Style.
like
It's
that. I
all
really
about the
like that
style.
great sword. I like how everything matches. You got those Twitch drops. Nice, nice. Supporting. We appreciate that. All right. Absolutely. Let's get to it.
You're getting all kinds of love, Redbird.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. It's a lot different than my chat, for sure.
All right, it's time. Let's get into another match here. I mean, look, well, Tempers is taking a fair amount of damage, but he's just not giving any room to Dabs at all.
Gotta get those stuns in quick.
All right, so Davex has a hatchet instead of a rapier now.
Defy death.
Ooh, but
Throwing hatchet
Yep.
at that. He
so
did proc his
low.
defy death there. Greatsword just tons of pressure. Yeah, and he's down. That's really, really tough to deal with. The greatsword has amazing range, good tracking. It's just crazy once you get one on you to deal with it. So without the rapier, man, he just went down pretty quickly there.
Actually, it does look like, did he switch to the rapier there?
He swapped back.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense, right? You've got to. Dab's looking to stop him from moving, so he needs some kind of stun. Does he have a stun ability?
He has his grab well on his great sword. I mean, on his great axe, so he can at least capture him. He's not going anywhere with that unless he can rapier out. So he does have abilities on his rapier to get out of a grab well. So, but that great sword, it's not kind to anybody in light armor. I can tell you that much.
Or anybody. Just in general. The weapon does an insane amount of damage, scaling with both strengths and dex evenly. It's a ton of pressure, especially in light armor, that's for sure.
I'm gonna be very curious to see, later on when we get that IGVG build back in and see how that goes against something like a sword, because I think actually it would be Tempers versus Mirrological in the next round if this happens.
All right, they're starting.
All right, pushing forward.
Oh, reefed him in.
Look at that. He's trying, but just Tempers is just keeping the pressure, keeping the aggression. Although I do believe health advantage might go to Dav right now, but it's very negligible.
Yeah, he's doing a great job now dealing with the melee pressure. Riposte is helping out, and he's down. That back shot with the great axe did a ton of damage.
As soon as there's no distance between you guys, it is game over when it's a great sword.
It is so crazy how fast that just changes.
Yep.
Dav was doing a great job diving around, trying to get a little damage down on a Tempers, and then at the last second, Tempers is just on top of you, and your health bar is gone.
Yep.
Yeah. In the great axe, what's great about the great sword great axe combination that's a little bit different from Warhammer is the mobility that you get from both of the great sword and the great axe. It does allow you to stay on your target a little bit more effectively. So, and I mean, as you see there, like just constant pressure until eventually Davex makes a mistake and then it's over.
Redbird, what's your opinion? Do you feel the greatsword is broken? Because I feel it's a little overpowered, just a little.
I think it's dealing too much damage right now for sure, and it's the scaling. Both of the 80% or I think it's 80% scaling. It's just so strong, especially when you can take advantage of those early attribute points, like 50 to 100 range. It's crazy. So. I think they're adjusting it, so we'll see how it fares.
It's either they're going to nerf it a little or nerf it to the ground. We're going to hope it's just nerf a little.
Yeah. So does the greatsword speed-wise, is it as fast as a rapier at all, or it seems quick?
The greatsword has two stances. Onslaught is the offensive stance, and yes, your attack speed is significantly higher in that stance, which allows you to apply quite a bit of pressure quickly. But Davax is doing a great job
Oh!
at
Oh.
kiting this time around, and he gets the dub. That was great. You know, again, using the rapier to get away, apply a little bit of damage, and then using the bow to knock him or finish him off.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. That was what, 35-40% health gone in just a split second. These burst combos are just crazy.
Yeah, the bow is another weapon that arguably is like SS tier. So, you know, these are two like of the most powerful weapons in the game right now. So
I feel like when I was looking through what everybody played, the bow was something I saw the most of. But now, you know, now that I'm actually like looking back through it, it's great sword. And a lot of yeah, it's shield, great
Hatchets,
sword,
rapiers.
great sword, yeah.
yeah, great sword and bow I would say are in a tier of their own right now, with probably the great sword maybe even separating itself above that. But
Triple tier.
you know,
Triple S tier.
yeah. But it's interesting because dueling like 1v1s, there's like a completely different meta. Like there's some weapons that have broken like aspects to them that just make them that much better in a duel, you know, like the ice pylon or defy death. Those are just unique things that only go on in like this 1v1 meta.
Ooh, Dav's starting off really early there. Got a good chunk of temper down already. Oh no. The guitar player falls down in the middle.
Yeah, they're both in light armor, so that Temper can't take a ton of shots.
No.
Either. Rapier doing a nice damage in melee while he's there. Yeah, man.
Oh.
He's
Wow.
Are we at 2-2?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we seeing a reverse sweep coming out of Dav right
Oh,
now?
I'm starting to get sweaty over here.
Potentially. Davax, just, you know, doing a great job. Doing a great job at keeping him at bay and keeping him out of melee range. So we'll see. I mean, if anything, if Temper doesn't stay on Dav, he's going to get a lot of those, you know, those easy shots since the hitbox of the bow is literally watermelon size. Yeah, I mean, if Temper can't stay on him, then I think this might be a reverse sweep, like you said, dude.
That's the best part about competitive gaming in general. When you get those reverse sweeps, it's you make a couple mistakes, you read out your opponent, and then you're able to just finally come up with the game plan that wins, and it does. I love this stuff.
My money was on Temper, so I'm still rooting for Temper just because that is my build, my favorite build to play when I'm going anything damage related. So, wanting to make bruisers proud.
Yeah. And you know, it's tough because honestly, in a dueling meta, bruisers it's just they have so many bad matchups. So it's kind of crazy to see that Temper's made it this far with this build.
We'll see if he makes it even out of this quarterfinal.
Oh,
Doing a great job at holding the pressure on Dav this time around, staying on him. You know, using the tracking from the greatsword to stay within melee range of Davax.
You don't want to give him time to recover, though.
No, not at all. You got to stay on him. There's a grab, nice grab well there. He uses
gets all of his life back though. Although loses it immediately.
And all of his cooldowns are slowly coming back. So.
Ooh, nice reap there.
Oh!
Skyward slash, he misses the final cut.
Nice.
There it is. He prevented the reverse sweep. That was a great duel.
That was a great duel.
Yeah, I mean, to go all five, Temper's put it all on the line for the last one, able to get back into it and win it. So Temper's moving on. Gonna be going up against the winner of Nuffum and Lord Sando.
What do we know about these characters here?
So let's see here. Nuffum alternates between two main builds. He's got a shield and swords or spear, and then a shield, sword, great sword. So we might see that coming out. And then we have Lord Sando, who is main build SNS and great sword.
I like it.
The first sword and shield that we've seen today. Sword and shield, an insanely powerful dueling build as well. That was one of the weapons that also like kind of separate themselves in a 1v1 environment.
A schizo's perhaps. Well, while we wait for a few moments, I want to point something out on this photo here, and I know not a lot of you guys know this Easter egg in the game, but I have to brag on it because it is just so beautiful. This Easter egg here, it is located, let me show you guys while everybody's hanging out in a break here. It is located between Morningdale and Eden Grove, and it's actually a shrine dedicated to, right here you guys, dedicated to a dev's late wife. It is absolutely, truly beautiful. So if you guys play this game, you should go check out this shrine. You actually get a schematic to create a mother's love statue. It is the, every time I bring my viewers here, we all cry for a good 10 minutes. So definitely go check this shrine out. It is truly beautiful, and nothing can be touched around it. So you can't chop the trees, you can't hurt anything. You can hear giggling and voice clips of the family. It's just, I'm getting chill bumps thinking about it. So definitely go check this shrine out, you guys. And this is it. It's going to look like this, so I know where you got that, sir, and I like it.
That's cool.
It is truly the coolest Easter egg in the entire game. As soon as I go and visit it just to pay my respects. It's that beautiful. All right. I think we might be back. Let's see. Are we all back?
I think they needed a second still.
We'll go ahead.
If that's the case, does that mean I get to use my little be right back screen that I made?
We'll do that next time. We'll do that next
one?
time. Yeah. Because once we go into the semifinals, we'll let you put your BRB screen up just to BRB really fast.
Okay.
You did a lot of work on it.
Yeah. What your chat needs to understand is the amount of effort I put into this BRB screen.
Hours on this.
So it'll
BRB
be like
screen.
you won't even know I'm gone.
This is accurate. All right.
Yeah.
I'm loving everybody's outfits. They are absolutely coordinating with their weapons. This is something a girl would sit here and say, and I apologize, but I do have to absolutely give respect for those that have put time in their look. I love this.
We gotta deduct a little bit of points. That's a store die. That's a white die.
But it
still only buy the white in store. It does look good, yeah.
All right.
Look, personally, I'm afraid of anybody who's coming at me with like antlers.
Oh, I love that outfit too. Thank you for showing me. I apologize. And yes, those antlers are bis. All right, I'm going back home. I'm in the way. Sorry, I'm out. Sorry, guys, go. Let's do it.
All right. Sando and Nuffum.
We got sword and shield, great axe, or great sword, and then hatchet, great sword.
Yes. All right, Redbird, what's your take? How do you think this one's going to play out?
So, do we know what armor they're in? Because if Sando is in heavy, yeah, it's just so tough to beat that build.
It's a tank. He's essentially going up against a tank right now.
Yeah.
That is built specifically for taking this type of damage and not dying, so...
Not only that, but it has the CC extension, you know, with the heavy armor perk. It has self-healing if he has, the stance. It's crazy. This build is very difficult to beat unless you have a ton of pressure damage-wise.
Ooh, don't turn your back.
Is just hunting down Sando, and it's just doing nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's... You know, and not only that, but because of the scaling of the greatsword, Sando can still deal a decent amount of damage.
Oh, my.
Say that.
Got a big bleed on him now.
Now all I can picture is Nuffum just screaming at Sando, going, "Why are you running?"
Yeah, yeah. That's an interesting choice, running with heavy armor, but I mean, it's all he's got to do right now. The hatchet greatsword build does apply a ton of pressure, so
he's great at defense, but I'm not seeing a lot of attacking going on.
No, and he's definitely gonna have to change that, I think. Nuffum seems to be in light armor. So even himself, he can't take a lot of shots from the sword or the greatsword.
Sando gets his life up and then loses it immediately, and I'm really concerned here. But I'm more concerned that they're going to run this one to that 3-minute timer.
Agreed.
It's going to go there. If Nuffum can't burst him down, there's no way Sando wins at this point because of the Defy Death.
Agree.
So it's basically Nuffum here or draw.
Sando smart. He probably plays out the time here.
Yeah, I think at this
Oh.
point.
Oh,
Nothing.
oh,
Oh!
I
Nice.
Nuffum at the very end, I think.
I freaked out, panic. Sorry, guys.
She gets so into it, just totally like hits the button.
I'm off the mouse. I'm off the mouse. It'll never happen again.
So, tons of pressure there from Nuffum. You know, you only have so much stamina to block with. So, you know, once your block is broken, you can't dodge or move or anything. So it seems that Nuffum just applied enough pressure to put Sando in a bad spot at the very end. Man, that had to be close on time.
Yeah, I don't know how much was left. It had to be within the 15, 20-second mark. And to see just, it was crazy. It was Sando who initially got the good chunk of damage down, got Nuffum down to next to nothing. Nuffum responds, and they both just start swinging. They're throwing the left and the right. That was like, man, am I about to age myself if I make this joke?
No,
if I say that was like, you know, Rocky and Clubber Lang going at it there in the, what was it, the 6th round, something like that?
I mean, I know a lot of people have seen Rocky's a classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if they've seen like Rocky 3, no one cares about Rocky 3 but me, apparently.
Well, I mean, that was the one with the Russian, right?
I think 4, isn't it? Or is 3?
I don't know.
I forgot. Maybe 2 was Clubber Lang, and I
too many Rockies.
Yeah, there are
opinion,
too many.
They're
They're all good though.
All right, so they're back at it. It seems.
Yep, Sando once again. He's taken more of the damage so far because Nuffum doing a great job just sticking to him. Sando can absorb the damage until I guess he runs out of stamina, right?
Yeah. So obviously, if he's in heavy armor, he's running a tower shield. He has the best stamina management as far as blocking goes in the game. But even that can't hold up to constant blows from the heavy attacks from the greatsword. So Nuffum down under 50% here. He still has Defied Death on his hatchet. And I think at the end of that last match, you saw the comfort that Nuffum had to they were both low, and all Nuffum really has to do is switch to the hatchet and go to town.
And I mean, I think that's kind of what he's doing. Although Nuffum has Sando super low, switches to the hatchet and just goes for it, but Sando seems to be healing back up off the back of that.
A nice hatchet. That hatchet move that he's using right there will reduce his healing intake. It diseases the target. So nice timing there.
Oh, I'm not gonna touch the mouse this time, guys. I swear. Oh,
Way gets it.
You don't even need to. Nuffum in full control of that match, to be honest.
Wow.
I mean,
tons of pressure.
Yeah, like you saw Sando do his best to mitigate it as much as possible, but Nuffum just didn't give him a chance to even really get anything he needed defensively, kept the pressure on, and just kept that damage coming. And once you said he had that bleed on him, that there was nothing he could do.
Yeah, it's very challenging to out-defend the greatsword. And you see that, the pressure with the greatsword and the hatchet together is just very challenging to deal with. It almost has to be a damage race.
Look, I'm a larger guy. Okay, Redbird. I'm a larger guy, and you are piquing my interest with what you're eating.
Well, I mean, I hate to plug right now. It's HelloFresh. I'm eating some HelloFresh right now.
Okay.
Go sign up for HelloFresh, you guys. Go to
Hey, man,
Redbird's
use my code. Yeah.
Use his code, you guys. And I would hide the UI, you guys, but we want to see when their damage is almost gone. So, unfortunately, I'm keeping the UI on for that reason, so I can see health bars.
Well, into the next set. Sando again. He's standing there. He's taking damage. Nuffum trying to put that pressure on once again. Both of them just wailing with those great swords.
He got the took a lot of damage. Out a lot faster this round than he has the past too.
So it's interesting. I haven't seen a lot of shield bashes or shield rushes from Sando.
I think I actually only saw it the first round. the opening move,
Yeah.
and that's the only time I think I've seen it.
Yeah, that's usually pretty good against melee to kind of keep them stunned and set up a little bit of a damage burst. But you know, again, with Nephim and the hatchet, they have that get out of jail free card, so it's clearly preventing, or at least putting some hesitation in Sando to use it.
It looks like Sando is trying to go way more aggressive this time, but I don't know if it's working. He had a little bit of a life advantage. He's lost that life advantage now, as Sando is starting to really look like he's on the backside of this fight.
Yeah, it switched. It switched there. It did seem like they were pretty even, but you know, Nephim is clearly pulling out ahead, and once he's got that pressure on it, it's so hard for Sando to deal with it, I think.
I mean, it's 2-0 right now. Nephim takes this. Sando is dropped out. He goes on to play Temper X in the next set here in the semifinals. Nephim all the way back, dead right. Full house. Oh. Sando very low. The push is coming in from Nephim.
Execute range here.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah. This is a 3-0, right?
That's a 3-0.
Yeah, Hatchet has some perks as well. I believe Greatsword does too. That you deal damage, more damage as the target gets lower health. So once he's in that spot, you know, he doesn't have a lot of options. So obviously, clearly, the pressure was enough to break Sando's heavy armor for sure.
All right, so we're moving on to Mirological and Z-Pyro. Mirological has that really interesting build. I'm really excited to see how the VGIG goes this time around. But Pyro, it's the Swiss Army knife of players. We don't know what he's gonna bring, so that's gonna be up to you, Swan. We got to find out what he's bringing to the table this time.
I'm excited. I'm ready to go check out the outfits again, and I promise I play this game for real reasons, not just the outfits. I promise.
Well, so you're happy Transmog's coming then, probably.
I am stoked Transmogs are coming, and I'm also stoked that the loadouts are coming, so that I can have several different outfits with all of my builds. I am stoked for every bit of those changes. Don't say that, Vay. I'm not lying. I'm being serious. Let's go check out what they've got going today. Let's go.
While you do that, I'm gonna have to step away.
Oh, I forgot. We have to step away for a second.
Well, I have to step away. You guys can continue.
No, you just want to put your BRB sign up. This is my BRB sign.
That's your. All right. So ready? Here comes mine. I'll be back in just a minute, guys.
All right. Wait, I thought you said you were leaving. Oh, that's his picture. Goofy. I think he did that in less than 30 seconds, you guys. I am baffled.
I mean, for 30 seconds, that is impressive.
Is that not impressive?
Any more time on it, and it might have been wasted.
I absolutely agree.
We'll see. If Pyro sticks with the spear here, I think he has a good shot against the Void Blade. We'll see what he changes to. I guess they're allowed to change whenever they want, right?
Correct. Yes.
Even mid-round.
Yes.
So we'll
just
see.
no healers, I believe. No healers, which you wouldn't want to go into this battle as a healer anyway. So.
No. Spear is the mortal enemy of the healer for sure.
So I'm showing a spear and a hatchet. With those beautiful Twitch drops, once again, appreciate y'all's service or y'all's support.
And the turkey legs.
And the turkey legs. You gotta point out turkey legs, guys. It's not too late to go get those turkey legs either, guys. Just go find the gigantic turkey on the map, kill it a few times, and these legs will drop. So,
it will be too late after tomorrow, though.
And
I
you
think
can't get
the
them
patch
anywhere
comes out
else.
the 6th.
Come on, look at these legs. All right. And then we have pink and purple over here, which is beautiful. Looks like we're still VGIGs. See nothing else on him?
Hercule must have got a very good drop out of Genesis to have that chest.
Yes. Now, when transmogs come out, we will have no idea. But I agree. True. This is going to be very exciting to be able to transmog anything. By the way, Invasion gear is the most incredible gear ever. So I'm super excited to be able to transmog that onto my Bissy gear. So.
Yeah. It's going to be a great change
Yes.
for the game, for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, the pumpkin head. It's too late for the pumpkin head, you guys. Oh, corruption portal gear is better than invasion gear, apparently.
I want the corrupted portal ice gauntlet so bad. It's amazing looking, and unfortunately, you never get a good one when you run portals.
So, guys, listen. When you run those portals, save everything, because we don't know how we're going to be able to extract the transmogs in order to use them. So just throw everything in a storage unit and call it good until those transmogs are released and how we will be able to extract them. So
hopefully it's retrospective.
I agree. Same. For some reason, I'm not feeling like it's gonna be, but oh,
yeah.
I didn't even know you came back.
See, you didn't even know I was gone.
Didn't even notice.
That's how good my artwork was.
Who is? No. Sorry, Mid Armor. Is that you, Mid Armor? It has to be Mid Armor. Hold on, Mid Armor. We're about to start. I will afterwards, okay? I can't believe you found me, Mid Armor. All right, starting in 20 seconds, you guys. Where is Mid Armor? Oh, there he is. My little level 2 friend.
I'm so excited. I'm not gonna lie. I think Pyro honestly might have this match, but I really want to see Mirological win this one.
So
I'm
Mirological's
definitely
still running the IGVG. I'm so dyslexic. Apologize, you guys. Still running that, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yep. Usually Spear can deal with the pylon pretty quickly, unless that happens. He's stuck in the shower now.
Didn't do a ton of damage though.
No, he got
distance.
out relatively unscathed.
Yep, and it gets that distance that he's looking for.
Don't think the skewer landed there.
It was close though. He was on the ground. Logical taking a ton of damage, gets his combo back. I think Pyro just has an answer for what Mirological is doing.
Yeah, it's neck and neck right now. The spear is just so much damage.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy in duels.
I mean, we saw that literally just exactly what happened in the last match against Gazpacho. Was he just once he gets on you, Pyro will just start putting damage out until you are just flat done. There's no response.
Yeah, he's got the CC to keep you there too with Javelin and Vault Kick. It's going to be tough. Void Blade is easily countered, and that's why I was so surprised to see Mercurial make it so far. And I mean, the Spear is a tough matchup for sure.
I do. I'm so excited and want to see Mirological move on. I like the way this build looks.
Oh, what's going on here?
I think we have an actually.
Oh, we're asking for a restart. Are restarts allowed?
Apparently.
All right.
It's happening.
I guess if Mirologic is okay with it, then
he's missing his cooldown.
Yes.
It happens, right?
Hey, both parties are kind, and I have noticed that everybody in this tournament thus far has been extremely respective of everybody involved, which kudos to you guys for not letting the PvP, you know, sweaty side of things make it quite toxic. So kudos to you guys that are in this currently.
Okay, Mario, I apologize. Mario. All right.
Into the next one. Mirological starts with the combo, and he actually gets a good chunk of damage down onto Pyro.
Already got a ton of pressure.
But then Pyro's able to just to start responding here. Nice stop.
Oh.
That was an amazing timed ice block there.
Oh,
yeah, Entomb.
Oh.
Pyro,
now the pylon's on the loose. Dealing free damage.
Pyro's got to get over to that pylon, but does Mirological have some kind of answer? He's not letting them get close to it, and he's just letting it keep happening.
Yeah.
I would have maybe stayed away.
Javelin.
If I couldn't have killed it, I would have stayed on the opposite side.
I think it just ran out there.
So as soon as Pyro gets it taken care of, he just jumps straight onto Mirological, and immediately the damage almost evens out.
So here's the tough part for the IGVG is Hatchet still has Defy Death, and if they go toe to toe, it's over.
Oh,
yep.
Didn't have to.
Oh.
So, I mean, the thing we learned about, though, is that Mirological has a win condition, and it is keep Pyro away from that pylon. If he keeps
Yeah.
Pyro away, he's able to get damage down onto him. But if that's your only win condition on someone that's so mobile right now as Pyro's character can be, then this one does not look good for him.
You know, it's challenging with Void Blade. Void Blade had its moment in the meta for sure. But after, you know, the reduction to damage and everything, it's so hard to stand toe-to-toe with another melee user. It just, you can almost get outclassed by every melee weapon at this point. So.
All right, well, on to the last one here. Pyro up 2-0. Immediately dives in, gets the pylon taken care of. Mirological just does not get a lot of damage down on the Pyro, maybe 20%, but immediately probably going to be healed back up as now Pyro just looking for that room to move in. Mirological gets the pylon down again.
Pylon goes down again. It's a long
Yep.
cooldown, so once he deals with it, he doesn't have to worry about it for a bit.
No, but it does look like he was doing a good job there. Mirological has the damage down onto Pyro, but Pyro's putting on that pressure once again. But he's not getting him away from the pylon, although that was a great play right there. Pushes him back off the pylon. Damage is down. I think, the cheat death just went off, didn't it?
It looked like it was probably proc there, but it's hard to say.
We're about to see right now. Nope, it was indeed.
He's down.
Now the pylon death. See, so there we go. That's what we're talking about. Mirological has a win condition. It's just we've seen it work 1 out of 3 times now.
Yeah. So interestingly enough, Mario doesn't run Oblivion, and you can strip Defy Death with Oblivion as soon as it procs. So Pyro gets a little bit of wiggle room, but as you guys saw, that he didn't have time to recover. Once he proc Defy Death, he was, you know, under pressure from then on out.
I like the player in the background saying that the pylon has hacks. It's an aimbot.
If you, it's an aimbot that deals a significant amount of damage, especially when you dodge and increase the fire rate and stuff.
In all fairness, wouldn't it be an aimbot since it is doing its own thing?
A bot that's aiming?
It's literally an aimbot, yeah.
In all fairness, aimbots are silly. Stop getting aimbots, you guys. You will be banned.
Bro.
AGS does not mess with that.
Oh, I don't know if it was the right call. Pyro jumped straight onto Mirological there, and I don't know if that was the right move. I mean, he took a good chunk of damage, but actually he did put a lot down onto Mirological. Now he's just sticking to him like flies, man. Look at that.
Pressure.
Yes.
And
then he's down. I really think Pyro's only shot is to stick on him because, you know, the Void Blade's outclassed the melee range, but he has some damage he can apply with Pylon and Diminishing Orb and his auto attacks that at range that I don't think really Pyro can match. So,
well, that puts him in the final. Yeah, that's it. That puts him into the final. So now it's Temper and Nuffum. And the winner of this faces Pyro in the final. We are almost down to the very last match.
It's been crazy. It's very surprising. These matches, especially the Void Blade. I'm surprised. I mean, he's obviously very, very good. Mirio is to make it this far. So.
Yeah. As I said, I think it was the coolest build that I've seen. I think it was really exciting to watch. I like the ability to have the ranged with the melee, but unfortunately, there's nothing you can do when you just get, you know, stunned immediately, knocked on your backside, dove on. It was interesting. And go ahead. All right, I know it's Swan. Go ahead.
I'm just checking
red carpet time. Red carpet time.
Honestly, I think these are my 2 favorite outfits. All right, that's it. All right, and they're still in the same build. Sorry, guys, the build.
You don't know any reason why they're your favorite, or you just...
go into detail.
Angels and demons. It's beautiful. It's theatrical. I love it. It's just beautiful.
I actually really like Nuffum's because I like the crown. I'm not gonna lie. I think the crown on the top of the head, with the fact that the crown matches the axe that he's using, like that's some thought.
Hold up. Oh my gosh. His hatchet. That is actually a beautiful hatchet. All right, sorry. And they know the Easter egg spot, so that's kudos right there. All right. Tipper is swagged out. You are absolutely correct. Oh my gosh.
I still like
Are
Nuffum's
you guys gonna
outfit.
hug before we duel? Y'all are so cute.
Do angels and demon often hug?
They might. They seem really sweet to each other.
I'm trying to remember. Did what was that show? Bad Omens on Amazon. Did those two ever hug? I can't remember if they hugged.
We'll start 20 seconds.
I don't know.
I've
Never seen it.
saw
Oh,
but I
it's
guess
such a
I'm
good
gonna
show.
have to.
Watch Bad Omens. It's
Bad
such a good
Omens. I'm
show.
making a note right
Anything with
now.
David Tennant in it, you watch.
Bad Omen.
Okay. I got a long list right now.
Same.
I get that.
I'm in the middle of Dark. Have you ever watched Dark?
Oh my gosh, let me just add it. Sorry, I think they're about to start, you guys. Oh, they've
Yeah,
started.
yeah, we'll talk about
We're talking
those
about
later.
shows. This is the after stream conversation.
Two great swords just going at it right now.
Yeah, I don't even think neither of them are in defense, right? Those are both offensive stances.
And they're both light. They're both light. One of them's hatchet, the other one's great axe though. So we have a defy death.
When they slam their sword into the ground like that, it puts them in defensive stance.
Okay.
So to get out of defensive stance, they heavy attack and go back over to the offensive stance. So if you watch, they'll slam into the ground and then heavy attack to get out of it.
Gotcha, which is that big overhead swing.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, lots of
Nice.
pressure. Nothing. 100-0. There. Didn't have a scratch on him at the end of the duel. That's a tough one.
It's really interesting. So in my research for this game and for this show today, I was watching some guy with a rapier build, and it's very funny because when you watch, a YouTube video that's very hand selected with the eliminations they get, I was thinking we were going to see a bunch of rapiers in here because it was like they got 100-0 people in 3 hits.
Yeah. So it's interesting because of the greatsword.
Yep.
If you could do that against someone that wasn't holding a greatsword, probably, but
until the greatsword came out, things would have been different.
Yeah, it's really hard to stand in melee range with a greatsword and live to tell the story right now. So, this is an interesting duel because it is 2 greatswords going at it. So it's pretty skillful, honestly. This duel is.
Alright, my angels and demons
They both
going
start
at
off.
it.
Okay, so Temper switched to Warhammer. Great axe.
Yes.
So he dropped the great sword.
Back to the OG bruiser build.
Yes, and this is an interesting duel because the Warhammer is good at keeping someone stun locked in a 1v1.
But keep in mind he is still in light armor, so he is still very squishy in that matter.
Yeah, speaking of
there
very
it is.
squishy.
About that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's tough, man. It's that greatsword. It's very
no
difficult
joke
to play against.
Yep.
I mean, what do you think? What's the play here for Temper? What does he have to change to be competitive? He just went back to greatsword, and is that still the hammer? No, is that the axe, right?
It's the axe. Yeah, he has an axe on.
So I would think the play would be to use greatsword hammer, and hopefully you can lock Nuffum down enough times to finish him off. But it's tough because Nuffum has the hatchet on his back bar, so you're not going to lock him down for long. No. I mean, he will get out of it. So this is it's a tough matchup for Temper for sure.
And Zax, we've already said it's broken. We know it needs nerfed just a little bit, just a little, not to the ground, but just a little bit. It will.
So we're not talking fire staff nerf. We're talking about
let's not even get me on fire
blunderbuss.
staff nerf.
We'll do the blunderbuss nerf. I feel like the blunderbuss is still usable.
I agree. It very much is. Agree. It is the duel for 1. So we're in the semifinals right now for the duel for 1 million.
All right, we're ready to go. This is potentially the final. If Nuffum takes this, he 3-0s Temper. And I mean, if you look at the tape and how it's worked so far, Temper 3-2s Dav. He's the only one who lost rounds in the quarterfinals.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And Dav was bow rapier, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I mean that's a battle of the titans there, bow versus greatsword. So
Look at this. Nuffum is just all over Temper. Temper,
Tons
look
of
at that.
damage.
Oh.
Nothing he could do. 3-0 for Nuffum.
Dang.
And that is moving him on up against Pyro. So it's
Huh.
going to be Pyro and Nuffum in the finals. And remember, so this is winner take all.
Oh, it's not updated.
So it is
There we
not
go.
like it is not like, you know, oh, 750K is going to Pyro or Nuffum and you know,
Yeah.
no, this is 1 mil to one person.
Brutal to lose now. But shout out to Temper though. Obviously an amazing bruiser to make it this far in a dueling tournament.
Absolutely.
So
Kudos. Round of applause for Temper. All right, we good? Awesome.
So the real question is this, are we moving this to a best of 7?
Oh.
Or is this still a best of 5? I'm trying to get.
Is it going to be a best of 7? So Pyro is my little wild card.
Pyro's your little wild card?
What was
Pyro is my wild card, right? The one that comes with anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pyro could play anything. We have no idea.
So he was using Hatchet Spear, which, you know, again, very powerful build until Greatsword came out. But he does have Spear has some interesting utility against the Greatsword, like Weaken and Rend. So we'll see.
So it is going to be best of 5.
Yes.
We're doing best of 5 all the way across. All right. So, I mean, if you look back, it's interesting. Like, if I'm going to bet here,
Hold on, you want to go back to the screen?
it's
do
going to.
you want to bet here?
Let's
It's
do
interesting because they're very. So, Swiss Army Knife Pyro has 3-0 Gazpacho, 3-1's Mirological. But the thing is, he went up against 2 mages, and now he's going up against Nuffum.
Yeah, it's a completely different matchup. I can't imagine him staying Hatchet Spear here, especially if he can play every build. But the tricky part is that, I mean, the Greatsword, and people can meme about this, I guess, all they want. It doesn't really have a weakness other than if you can kite them, which is, again, very difficult.
It's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
A healer with a rapier still cannot outrun these great swords. It's ridiculous. They're painful.
Yeah. Bow Rapier is and we saw that matchup against who was it? We just talked about him.
Dav, right?
Dav, yeah, Davax.
Yeah.
Davax. The Bow Rapier duel is usually probably going to be or give the Greatsword the most trouble. But you have to be pretty good at a Bow Rapier. Which is, I mean, there are a lot of people out there that, you know, especially pre-patch, were just unkillable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
with that build, so
let's just get going. Let's get these finals under the way. Find out who's gonna take $1 million gold home.
Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh wait, we're gonna do a bet. We're gonna do a bet.
I'm just saying, if I was a betting man,
Nuffum's
I was trying
logging
to
out
look.
mid-duel. Okay, he's back.
I was
laid down
just
on the
saying,
ground.
like, both these players, the only one who's dropped a single round so far is Pyro. And that was the one kind of well-played round by Mirological.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
Other
with
than that-
Nuffum's.
He did stay on Spear here. Spear Hatchet.
I like them
Oh.
both. Can we just go with the tie and split it 50-50? No.
That is
okay.
not how this
Okay,
works. Well,
okay.
not how this
Yeah,
works.
it would be very anticlimactic.
I like that your chat just chosen by name. Nothing has the better name, so that's my choice. I like that.
Yeah.
It's
I-
Nuffums with an M. Nuffums.
Nuffum.
Not nothing.
Well, he's definitely not nothing because he is in the final fighting out for 1 million gold.
Is that
Double
million
gold cap.
taxed? No, that million is not taxed.
Yet.
This
Yeah.
is a new world.
And,
It's not our world. It's a new world.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So pretty even here.
It really is.
I'm gonna
Pyro's
get into the
holding his
action.
own.
That's 1 minute in already. So they've got about 2 minutes left in this round.
The spear
And
hits to the
Nuffam
back
low.
are deadly. Nuffam needs to make sure that when he turns himself, he's
Oh.
able to get out of relays. He does have distancing throw, probably a great tool to use to make sure he
Ooh.
doesn't take those backstabs.
Oh, Nuffam had, I think Nuffam was mid-animation on something there, and he wasn't able to get that turnaround on a Pyro.
Got the
Pyro had
interrupted.
just
Low
locked
kick
in that
interrupt there
animation.
on the
Yep.
skyward. Nuffam switches the hatchet and is trying to stay on Pyro here.
Do we still have a 3-minute time limit on the final round as well?
I don't think the rules change that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, still 3
Well,
minutes.
We're already
Okay.
about 2 minutes in.
Nuffam's back to full health. Yeah, there's some builds that are a little bit toxic.
Oh, he's
When it comes-
detonating! He's detonating!
Oh my gosh,
no!
the first
Wow, Pyro!
Nuffam
defied
defied
death!
death and
The
pots.
defied
He doesn't make it away.
Wow.
That's
Wow!
a lot of damage being exchanged there, enough for him to build his heartstone.
Yep.
So
That
Wow,
detonate is no joke,
for heart
you
gem,
guys.
excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you have to explain that more to me. What happened
Listen, so there's ultimates in New World now.
there? Right.
They're heart
Called
gems.
heart gems, and after you do enough stuff, you will charge your heart gem up, and it allows you to do some sort of ultimate ability. Most people use detonate, which is like a big burst. It
Right.
is a timed burst. It gives like your opponent a warning. You start to glow and everything like that.
You're a
But
bomb.
yeah, Pyro was able to stay in melee range as he detonated. So
I mean, that's what he's
tons of
best at,
damage there.
right? So,
yeah,
wow,
he
what
just
a
burst him down.
cool build to push in, get the ult off. I mean, I guess that's something that Nuffam has to put in the back of his mind now, is that if you drag this out, there's a possibility that Pyro is going to be able to jump at you with that detonate.
Nuffum's has one as well. I can guarantee it. Any level 60 is going to have any of the heart runes placed. So we just don't know.
Hopefully,
which one
they're
it is.
both a running detonate in
Yes.
this situation. But yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the disease throw there into the distancing throw or social distancing. It's interesting how I've seen a lot of people using the throwing hatchet side of hatchet recently.
Ever since they did the new update on the throwing hatchets, that it has definitely came back.
All right, just exchanging damage here.
Evenly exchanging damage.
The bow or the spear's CC is just winning out here. It seems like the interrupts and everything like that is just enough to break up Nuffam's routine and apply pressure.
Oh.
Wow.
All right,
He's
we're gonna
gotta
see a
defy.
defied death proc here.
There
Not
it
yet.
is.
I don't think he.
I think he popped
I
it.
don't think he did.
He did.
I think he did. I think he did.
Maybe.
Guys,
I guess we'll find out.
Don't let me be the reason that it ends.
Wow, both of them back to pretty
Pyro
much full
staying
health.
on him
Nuffam
with
lost
the
a lot, though.
CC.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Misses the javelin. It doesn't get the rend. Skewer. It didn't seem to hit a skewer either, and we're back to even.
Wow.
Which means cooldowns are very much coming back. Defy death somewhere in the back of the mind's coming back slowly.
Yep. It's a 60-second cooldown. We'll see. I wouldn't think that he'll be able to reset it here, but if he kites around long enough, and if he procced it in the first place.
He was down
he
to
could.
nothing on his bar. I would be
Yeah.
very surprised if he did not proc it.
Yeah, we're about to. Well, I mean, we may never find out because
Yeah.
Nuffam is
Oh.
back
Oh.
down to almost zero.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh! Oh!
Oh, Vol
This
kick. He
is
gets the pot
so-
off.
You better hurry! Seek shelter!
He's got that bleed, the spear bleed
Mhm.
with the. Yeah,
Shine
it's
those
just a lot of
regens.
pressure.
1 minute remaining, you guys.
Wow. I'm honestly just sitting here in shock and awe watching these life bars just
is a great
down,
duel.
up, down, up. This
oh,
is so well
Detonate.
done. There's the
detonate
detonate.
He
run!
gets out of it. He doesn't
Yeah,
take
he
the damage
did.
this time. He's got to be close to building his own, you would think. That is
It would
if
be a
he's
funny turn of events.
if he's
I'm
not
wondering
running like
if he wouldn't
stone
be
form.
running. I think he's running vines. Just a weird feeling that he's running vines.
Okay, well, it's unfortunate. in this particular circumstance. But all right,
Are we gonna have our first match hit the time
yeah,
limit?
they're coming close.
Are we at 30 seconds yet? We are at 30,
30 seconds. They gotta apply pressure here. I think that the pressure's on Nuffum here.
Oh, he's
To
using
finish
stone
this
form.
bad boy off.
We missed his stone form, so Nothings is
Oh.
using stone form.
Okay, well.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully it's the healing stone form.
So there's the
okay,
second
see, there it
Defy
is.
Death.
That is definitely defied death there. He goes down.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Could somebody
Okay.
ask Pyro if he used 1 Defy or 2 Defy that time? Because we are very curious.
Yeah.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
Can somebody ask Pyro if he used 1 Defy Death at the very, very beginning, about a minute and a half in, or if that was, or if he used 2? We're curious if it was 1 or 2 Defy Deaths.
Nuffum saying his heart is just through the roof right now.
We can't
Just
have a
wait,
heart
my
attack.
BPM is high, which is funny because I make music, and as a producer, I'm always like, "Oh, what BPM is this? I want to make a song in Nuffum's BPM heart rate right now."
It was
gonna be a
2.
fast song.
So it. Oh, okay. So they
Wow.
both used. Wow. I
didn't really-
saw there was nothing left of white on his bar. He was dead.
So Nuffum got that low too, twice.
Mhm.
I didn't catch that, but
didn't
I
either.
guess the one where he was able to, I think he popped stone form to heal himself. That was probably at least one.
What's up, mid armor? Oh, I can't trade you. Stop trying to give me clothing. I can't trade you. I'm too small to trade. All right, so let's go check to make sure nobody's changing anything. Although I was about to say we were running around shirtless. Ooh, look at that beautiful sunset. All right, sorry. Okay, I as you guys can tell, I admire everything that the devs have done. So, oh god, guys!
These
Everybody's
two
so
people are
safe.
trying to murder each other. I don't know if you.
And she's just in there
Not
like,
that,
"I
but-
love your fit.
Beautiful
It's wonderful."
Yeah.
That blood on that white is never going to come out, but it's entirely up to
Let
you to
me
wear
get some
it.
soda water.
Yeah. Some Azoth bleach.
Yes.
A pretty neck and neck still. They both stuck to their guns. They're both running the same build. It's interesting, to see this matchup. Spear, greatsword.
Oh.
I'm very curious if it's just. I will always say that the most busted stat in any game is always movement, whether it's movement speed, movement abilities. It's what really can make things OP or not OP. And it's crazy because both of them have mobility. I just feel like this is such an even matchup that I have no idea. Like when I'm watching it,
Oh,
wow.
my.
Oh.
What?
Okay, what happens when you hit everything for 500, Alex?
That equals death. It's crazy because the spear really is like it's like off meta right now.
Yes.
But
very
before the greatsword came out, it was the schizo pressure weapon that you would use. So it's interesting to see. I believe Pyro's running a medium build, if I'm not mistaken.
much. Pyro, jump for me. Roll.
Medium dex builds are, in my opinion, one of the strongest archetypes available because you have the iframe in your back pocket at any time. You can dodge and like you were saying, mobility. In New World, your mobility is also tied to iframing, so
Yes.
making yourself invincible. So the medium dex builds are really, really crazy when it comes to survivability. And you couple that with the hatchet, and it's just very, very challenging to kill.
And we are potentially looking at the final duel
Yes.
right now. If Pyro takes this duel, he is walking away with the million. But look, I told you before, I love the esports storylines, and I want to see a 2-2 here to get that game 5.
I agree. Courtesy of Pyro's company name, Pyro 2, Nuffins 1.
That's where he's gonna put all his gold when this is over.
Yeah.
Is in the side company.
I mean, what's happening? Pyro's putting
Oh.
pressure
Pyro's-
down on enough of them right
Yep.
off the bat.
Oh.
Had to pot right away. Diving in. And now
Pyro.
Nuffam actually putting some back.
Oh, okay. Pyro coming back hardcore.
Nuffam really, is doing a great job in the exchange. They both have hatchets still. I don't think that neither one of them have blown Defy Death yet.
No.
So
Kind of looks like for a moment there, I thought Nuffam was actually in the spot where he might have to very soon.
He pulled it out just in case. Did you notice that? He did not want to repeat
Yeah.
the blast. He's like, hatchet time.
so strong in duels. Hatchet is, especially just as a backbar weapon. You get Berserk, you get the self healing, you get Defy Death. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, there we go. Pyro's starting to get his combination in. He's on top of Nuffam.
Oh.
Pyro wants this million. Nuffam able to get back a little bit. He gets his health bar back, though. I think we're all just
They're
sitting
both
here
half.
like...
I'm nail biting
Oh,
right
man.
now.
No Defy Death yet, but it looks like it's coming for Nuffam.
I don't know. They keep staying neck and neck with their health bars.
He's back up.
Yeah, the healing is just... They're getting it in such clutch situations where they've got to be dodging while the attacks are happening. They're just doing such a good job.
Uh-oh,
But again,
here comes the detonate.
Pyro, detonate.
Oh, he evaded.
Yeah, he missed it again. You know, if you take a regen pot with Berserk healing, it's basically, a full health heal. It's crazy to see that in the dueling situation. You watch these guys' health bar back.
Oh!
There is a Defy Death
That
from
was
Nuffam.
nice.
Pyro's got
There
it.
it is!
He hits the
Pyro!
throwing hatchet to win.
Pyro's
Wow.
gonna get $1 million gold. Nuffam
Louise,
all the way to the
Wow.
finals, walks away with nothing.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Holy
Spear
crap.
hatchet wins the dueling tournament.
That was incredible, you guys. Holy cow. Look
Yeah,
at the
that
party
was-
happening in the middle of the arena now.
That was great. Wow, wonderful duel there, and it's just crazy that this spear overtook the greatsword, and I believe the difference was the medium armor being able to dodge and iframe a lot of those greatsword attacks. It doesn't matter how much damage the greatsword does if you're not hitting with the attack. So it's crazy to see that outcome.
I absolutely agree. It was a nail biter. Absolutely. That was a great tournament. Incredible finalists. Huh, so
Yeah, the whole thing.
let's just go ahead and peep over at the champion, shall we? Champion. Gotta get the champion logo up here. I think I have our team going, oh, she went back to that screen. I want to see the champion. Mid-armor, you're so cute. There we go, you guys. You're good. Our champion is Pyro. That was an incredible tournament, you guys.
Yeah, I got a couple shout outs I need to make. Obviously, you just watched it, $1 million gold 1v1 New World Tournament. It was brought to you by Big Pylon Energy. Big shout outs for Senchu and Odd Minded for refereeing, organizing the whole thing, because that went flawlessly. I've never had a tournament that I've been a part of, and I do a lot of different esports games and titles, run that smoothly. So thank you to you guys. Posh for all the flyer and the artwork. Obviously, it was amazing. And then, hey, you guys, thank you, Redbeard. I'm sorry, you helped me so much today. So knowledgeable in the game. It was a pleasure to work with you, Swan. How you put this stream together, how it looked, being our observer in game and our stylist. You guys are amazing. And then, of course, the guy you saw, the referee in the middle, putting his hands out, telling him to wait and telling him to go, Captain Jack Sparrow. He put a 0 when he mentioned it to me. He's like, can you put Captain Jack Sparrow 0W? That's how I'm going to say it, because that's how you put it. Yeah.
I can't find where. There he is. He's there up there. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. There he is. What? Stop it! Stop running from me! And he's shirtless. All right. Well, you guys saw him in the flash. What an incredible tournament, you guys. I can't thank you guys enough for agreeing to host this with me. It has been an absolute honor. Actually meeting you both, absolutely incredible. Redbird, I was on your team on the RTA and I loved it. That was a very fun event, by the way. And then, yeah, I'm honored to be up here with you guys. Incredible streamers.
Yeah, same. Thanks for the invite. It was a ton of fun. Things like this in the New World community make the difference. You know what I mean? Having people that are willing and able to put on events like this are very impactful, I think, for people who play the game. So thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks for hosting with me or having me as a host. And man, a million gold. That is going to take a couple of trades to process. So very cool.
Once again, I'm here. Granted, I can't even trade for a level 2 dress, but I'm here if you need me to hold 500k. I'll even transfer my main over.
Have they already made the transition? Hopefully he traded the gold to the right guy. We've had some mishaps in our
We have indeed.
Somebody
as well.
came up. He's not Z Pyro. He's V Pyro.
Yeah. We.
VZ Pyro.
Hi, I am winner.
A couple of my friends have traded a pretty significant amount of mats and gold to people that they don't even know on accident. So hopefully, you know, we double checked before you traded the million gold. For
I
sure.
unfortunately had a friend that gave abyss to a wrong individual, so they're probably still crying over that. So
it happens.
And that person left and signed off.
Of course.
Of course. Of course, there's nothing you could do about it because it wasn't anybody's fault but your own. So anyway, you guys, I really want to put one on like this in US West because this was such an incredible event. And you guys did such an incredible job in US East that I think US West could have like a little sister tournament as well. So if anybody's interested, hit me up. I'm truly, truly interested in continuing to work with this group of people. And let's see what else we can come up with. I'm super excited for the future because this is incredible. Kudos to you guys. This was absolutely awesome. Love it. All right, you guys. Don't you copy me. Don't you copy me.
Uh-oh.
All right, you guys. Well, do you guys have anything else you'd like to say? I will give you your time back and release you from the stream so you're not locked on here any longer.
I'm good. Thanks everybody. You know, thank you. That's it. That's nothing but heartfelt thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on. Appreciate it.
Does anybody have any questions for these guys really quickly? Appropriate questions, inappropriate questions will get you banned.
Which way do I look for chat? Which way is chat?
That way. You're looking at the right spot.
Okay. All right, chat. What do you want to know?
I have to move chat then.
No, you're good. You were looking at the right spot too. I think.
Hey, we're looking in opposite directions.
Hey, am I looking?
Yeah. Chat's in the middle actually of us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's the other way. On my OBS, it's this way. I failed you guys. All right.
One of us looks dumb right now, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one it is.
It's
Yeah.
We'll
probably
blame it
me.
on the blonde. We'll blame it on the blonde. All right. I love it. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to give these guys their time back because they're extremely, extremely valuable individuals and their time is precious. So we're going to go ahead and get them on their way, and we will go ahead and, I guess, get back on our server and do some heals.
Bye, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. Appreciate it. It was a great tournament. Those duels were very, very good. So.
I love it. Thanks, you guys. I'll disconnect you guys now. Awesome. Okay, you guys. Let's jump back over to the webcam to see if it actually works. And oh my gosh, it actually works still. So I broke my stream. It's going to take me 2 seconds to get that figured out. I'm listening to them really quickly. I'm going to work on my stream. 3 minutes. I will be right back, and then we'll jump on my main, and we'll continue doing OPRs, invasions, whatever we can come up with. So give us a few moments, all right? We'll be right back.